Welcome to Dallas County's Big Tree Initiative. What is big? The purpose of today's video is to provide you with a tutorial so you can go in the field and measure the dimensions that define bigness. But the real purpose of our program, Big Trees, is to invite you to wander the wilds of Dallas County and get to know these big elders. How do you measure bigness? There are three criteria. They've been established by state and national programs that we're going to adopt. So the three dimensions we'll show you here with our model that you're going to need to measure in the wilds are, first, height of the tree. How many feet from base to the top of the crown? Second one will be circumference. How big around is the trunk of the tree at a designated height, 4.5 feet? And finally, what's the crown width? How wide from the widest portion of the tree? Those are our three measurements. To measure height of your big tree, you're going to need two tools, a tape measure and a yardstick. First thing you have to establish is a point that is 100 feet from the base of your tree. We've established our 100-foot distance. The next thing we have to do, you want to position the yardstick 24 inches from your face, which for me is arm's length. You're going to hold that yardstick up now and position the bottom of the yardstick at the base of the tree. Our measurement on this tree, siding along, would be 16 inches. Our field measurement here would be 16 inches. When you record this on the Big Tree nomination form, you'll see that the formula has you multiply that number, 16, by 4. That gives you the height of the tree. In this case, our elder is 64 feet tall. Circumference, the distance around the tree. The first thing we have to establish here is a height 4.5 feet up on the trunk. Circumference is 14 feet. That's a big one. Now, not adopted by the Big Trees of Iowa or Big Trees of America, my favorite way to measure the circumference of a tree is how many fourth graders did it take to reach around this tree? This elder would be 3 to 4 fourth graders circumference. Our third measurement is crown width. To take your measurements, you're going to need a tape measure and 4 flags or 4 stakes. This is perhaps the most abstract of our measurements. Crown width is just saying how wide are the branches of this tree. And what we want to get is a measurement of the widest expanse and the narrowest expanse. So crown width. About lunchtime, isn't it, Mike? Food for thought. Crown width measurement here, 96 feet 6 inches. Crown width. We've determined that the widest crown width that we have was 92 feet 6 inches. The narrowest, 89 feet. So you'll see on your nomination form, you add those together. That gives you a measurement of 185 feet 6 inches. Divided by 2 would be 92 feet 9 inches. That's our crown width. There you have it. 3 measurements, 3 dimensions of bigness. Now you can go out and measure your big tree. Dallas County Conservation is incentivizing this project we are going to inventory all 3,000 plus acres that we steward for you, and we're going to try and identify the largest specimen of every native tree species. The challenge will be then for you, come find these elders, see what big is, and see if you can beat big. Can you find a bigger tree for this case today? This is a bur oak or a Quercus macrocarpa. Can you find a bigger big oak? To help you identify your tree, you can go to our website. We've got a great identification key there. Or this is a really good book out of Iowa State, Forest and Shade Trees of Iowa. In conclusion today, probably the most important thing to consider is there are much more important ways to measure big. Big is not just dimensional. Big is told by the story of that elder as it held up our skies. So as you come out and accept our challenge and visit us in our big trees, climb up in a tree, hug a tree, dance with a tree, get to know wildness.